Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie and this is What's on My Kindle August edition, or last 10 books, last 20 books. So as I said, the title of this is What's on My Kindle, which in turn is the last 20 books that I have hauled on my Kindle. And I break that down. I have been for the last quite a few months as the last 10 books that I purchased, either to support the author or because I'm collecting a collection of series or a series of books to get a finished copy of an arc that I may have read. But yeah, there's lots of reasons why I purchase a book. And then I'm also doing the last 10 arcs that I have received on my Kindle or in my system of devices and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's just jump into the last 10 things that I have purchased. These are just the last 10 things. I purchased Rebel, which is okay. I purchased Rebel, which is Renegades number 3 by Rebekah Yarros. This is a series that I want to get into and I can't wait. I didn't realize that I didn't have this book for the series. I also purchased Nova, which is Renegades number 2 by Rebekah Yarros, and I had already, like I said, had the first book, but I didn't realize I didn't have 2 and 3, so I went ahead and purchased them. Jinx's Fantasy, Goddess Isles number 7 by Pepper Winters. I am collecting this series because for Pepper Winters, I like to have all my books together before I start a series for her, because I don't like the cliffhanger hangovers that I get from Pepper Winters. So when she finishes a series, I collect it and then I end up reading it eventually. The Caretakers, The Duty Bound Duet by Sydney Jamesson, and I have the first book in the duet and now I have the second book, which now means I can read this duet to see what's going on with it. From what I understand, it's a possible romantic suspense, I believe, and I like Sydney's writing, so I'm excited to get into this. Like Lovers Do by Tracey Livesay, and this is a book that I received as an ARC, and I wanted to have a copy of it as well. The Reality of Everything, which is Flight and Glory number 5 by Rebekah Yarros. This I ARC read. I finished it just recently, and it was amazing, and I just had to have it. Besides the fact that I absolutely love the book, it also goes along with the collection that I already have. A Cowboy to Remember by Rebekah Weatherspoon. I ARC read this months ago, and when I saw it, I was like, I don't have that on my shelf or in my cloud. Why is that? So I went ahead and purchased it. Losing Stars Celebrity number 3 by J. Sterling, and Breaking Stars, the Celebrity series number 2 by J. Sterling. I recently read I read this series and I enjoyed these books, so I wanted to make sure that I had them in my cloud so I could own them. They're super sweet and fun and interesting, and I just really enjoyed them. And then finally we have Drowning in Stars by Debra Anastasia. I ARC read this book and loved it, and of course I had to have a finished copy of it on my shelves. On to the ARCs that I have just recently received. These are the last 10. And I recently received Because of You by Fabiola Francisco. This is going to be a novella featured in the Aced anthology that releases September the 3rd. I also received Foster by Christy Lee. This releases September the 24th. I have The Wedding Date Disaster by Avery Flynn, and this is live now. I received this ARC in preparation because I'm supposed to actually get a physical copy of it, but I haven't received my box yet, so I'm waiting on that. I have The Pearl by Tiffany Reese. This is part of the, I can't remember what she ended up calling the series, but the two previous books is the Rose and the Red, and this is supposedly the third book in this series, and this releases December the 1st, so I'm super excited to read this book. I also got Blacklisted by J. Crownover. This is the third book in the Loveless Texas series that she has, and I am super excited about this. This actually releases October the 27th. Then the next 5 books are part of the Salvation Society, and they all release on September the 6th, and I am working my way through them. So excited to be reading these! So excited to be reading these. I love the Salvation series, which is written by Corinne Michaels, and she allowed quite a few authors to play in the society or in the world of Salvation, and the ones that I have already read from this list, I am loving them. Loving them, loving them, loving them. But you want to know which books are coming out on September the 6th, right? Yes. So we have Faithless by Megan Green, Seconds by Freya Barker, Deviated by Esther E. Schmidt, Reformation by Shel Sloan, and Fearless by Shel Bliss. So, all of those books that I have received, yeah, as you can see, there are some arcs that are definite priorities, and I am reading them, so you may see the reviews for them before this video saying that I got them as arcs. If that happens, I will link them in the cards and stuff like that. You can always check the covers or thumbnails for my weekly wrap-ups, because all of my weekly wrap-ups have all of the books that I read for that week. So if I've read them, I will put down in the description box, which you should check out, all the information down there. Yeah. I'll put like the week that I reviewed it if this doesn't go soon. I'm rambling. As always, let's talk about, do any of those sound interesting? Do the covers sound interesting? I know for the arcs, I didn't tell you like what the arcs are supposed to be about, because if you've been watching from my channel for anything more than a day, you know that I go into my books without reading synopsises. It's usually based off of the author, or if it's part of a collection or a series or something like that, and that's why I am trying to read them as arcs, or I request them, things like that. So yeah, when it comes to my purchases, I explain that in the beginning. So yeah. Okay, I'm rambling. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. My Ko-fi and my PayPal are down there as well. If you think I did a great job, you know, and you can spare some change, please feel free to donate. It all does go back to the channel for equipment, everything like that, so that I can upgrade and continue producing content for the channel. Let me know down in the comment section. That's where I was going with that earlier tangent. If there are any that you are interested in, let's talk about it down in the comment section. I love having dialogue with you guys. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.